First from the visiting Beaverton Beavers, senior number 2, Mugai. Junior number 3, Blake Unruh. Junior number 11, Lucas New. Senior number 12, Kai Ima. And sophomore number 15, Wyatt Smith. Head coach of the Beavers, Andrew Mansell.
Another day, another Metro League matchup here at Aloha High School between the Beaverton Beavers and the Aloha Warriors. And a special day for one of the referees, the Chili Bandit. You can see him towards center court right now. Said Chili Bandit always a treat when he gets to have a varsity game. And of course, Anthony, one of the best officials in the state. And another ref too. Here we go. And it will begin with Jackson Ivy and the Warriors. And here we go, off at Aloha. Opening drive for the Warriors. Hero Levon with the ball for Aloha. Hero Levon drives, takes the jumper. It's short. And it's going to be a rebound by the Beavers. By Lucas Unruh. And got shots to go. Rebounded by the Warriors. Another chance for Warriors on there. Second drive of the game now for Aloha. Back with Hero Levon. Out to Wyatt Hooper. Hand off pass to Jackson Ivy for the Warriors. Jackson Ivy swings it out to Jamarian Hurley. Back into Wyatt Hooper. Wyatt Hooper to Hero Levon. Hero Levon draws the foul. And we'll head to the line for 2 shots for the Warriors. 7:14 to go here in the first quarter. And Hero Levon shoot 2 for the Warriors. First shot's good for Hero Levon, the Warriors. 1-0 Aloha leads. Second shot's up. This time it's no good. It's rebounded by Kai Yimpa. And here go the Beavers. Trail 1-0. Jenga Mungai drives inside. Jenga Mungai puts the Beavers on the board. And it's 2-1 Beaverton. Back in bounds with Hero Levon and the Warriors. Here goes Hero Levon. Hero Levon swings it out to Wyatt Hooper. Wyatt Hooper finds Jamarian Hurley on the pass. He'll drive. And swings it inside the bounce pass to Joseph Adair. Joseph Adair trying to drive inside. Joseph Adair drains the shot for Joseph Adair. 3-2 Warriors. Here go the Beavers. Jenga Mungai with the ball. Jenga Mungai drives all the way, but misses the layup. Rebound Jackson Ivy. Jackson Ivy with the ball for the Warriors. Jackson Ivy takes a jumper. That rolls in for Jackson Ivy. 5-2. 5-2 Warriors. Here goes Jenga Mungai. Jenga Mungai swings it out. The 3 up and short for Blake Unruh. And it's going to go back to the Warriors, the 5-2 lead. With 5:56 to go here in the first quarter. Joseph Adair. Maybe find somewhere to go. Hands it off to Jamarian Hurley. Jamarian Hurley with the ball. Jamarian Hurley passes it inside to Joseph Adair. Joseph Adair, tough shot. And rolls out for Joseph Adair. Get it to go. It's a rebound for Kai Yimpa. And the swing out for the Beavers. They drive inside, swings it back out to Kai Yimpa. Kai Yimpa for 3. That's good for Kayimpa. We're tied at 5 apiece. Here we go, 5-5. Jackson Ivy with the ball for the Warriors, trying to get out of a trap. And a 10-second violation on the Warriors. And it'll go back to the Beavers. Tied 5-5 game here, 5:15 to go in the first quarter. Chili Bandit will throw the ball. Give the ball to Blake Unruh. Back in bounds with Jenga Mungai. Bounce pass. Unruh lost it, and it's out of bounds to the Warriors with 5:11 to go here in the first quarter. It's like a little miscommunication there. Try the inbound again. And Jackson Ivy gets it back in bounds to Hero Levon. And here goes Hero Levon for the Warriors. This time they get it across, no problem. Here goes Hero Levon. Hero Levon trying to drive, passes it inside to Joseph Adair. Joseph Adair trying to drive. Swings it out to Jackson Ivy. Jackson Ivy for 3. And we'll head to the line for 3 shots with 4:53 to go here in the first quarter. There you go. Here we go for Jackson Ivy. Jackson Ivy's first shot's up and good. 6-5, the Warriors take the lead back. 4:53 to go here in the first quarter. Second shot's up and also good. 7-5, Warriors lead. Here goes the third and final shot for Jackson Ivy. It's up and good. 8-5 Warriors. Back in bounds with Jenga Mungai and the Beavers. They trail by 3. And it's me, Jenga Mungai. Drives inside, swings it out. And that's Wyatt Smith. Can't get it to go. Rebound Joseph Adair. Here we go, Joseph Adair. Jump stop, jumper. Drain for Joseph Adair. 10-5. Here we go. 4:30 to go here in the first quarter. Jenga Mungai punt fakes the 3. They drive inside for Blake Unruh. And then it's going to be the swing. Blake Unruh for 3, and it's good. 10-8 Warriors. Here we go. Tough pass, almost lost it, does get it, and then draws the foul. So Warriors will keep the ball with 4:06 to go here in the first quarter with a 10-8 lead. Here we go. Back in bounds with Jamarian Hurley and the Warriors. They lead 10-8. It's Jamarian Hurley out to Wyatt Hooper. Wyatt Hooper drives inside, tries to go all the way, and he can't get it to go. It's short. And it's going to go back in the hands of Jenga Mungai for the Beavers. Jenga Mungai is off to Blake Unruh. Lost it there. Able to recover it, though, before Wyatt Hooper can steal it. And Blake Unruh draws the foul on the ground. And it'll save the Beavers another own end line with 3:46 to go in the first quarter. Here comes the inbound for Blake Unruh. Blake Unruh throws it back in bounds to the Beavers and draws the foul. He'll hit a line for 2 shots for Drew Baker and the Beavers with 3:42 to go here in the first quarter. And 2 shots going out for the Beavers. For Drew Baker. Your first shot's up. And no good for Drew Baker and the Beavers. Stays 10-8. Second shot's up, and also no good, but an offense rebound for Blake Unruh. And ball's on the ground, lost it. Jenga Mungai there to save it. Jenga Mungai inside. Back to Blake Unruh, or now to Blake Unruh, and Blake Unruh misses it again, but Jackson Ivey can't grab the rebound, and Blake Unruh gets his own rebound. And it's going to be almost a jump ball, and a foul will be called on the Warriors. Back in bounds with the Beavers. The three is up. And it's going to be no good. Rebounded by Joseph Adair and the Warriors. Here's Jackson Ivey for the Warriors. The ball. They lead 10-8. 3:15 to go here in the first quarter. Jamarian Hurley with the ball now. Swings it back out to Joseph Adair. Here goes Joseph Adair. Joseph Adair takes another tough shot. Can't get it to go this time. Rebound Drew Baker. And Jenga Mungai swings it out, but lost it, and he's out of bounds. Goes back to the Warriors. Here we go. Here we go, back in bounds with the Warriors. Back to Jackson Ivey. Jackson Ivey lost the ball and swings it back out. Wide open three. No good. And another offensive rebound for the Beavers. Here's Jenga Mungai. 2:40 to go here in the first quarter. Jenga Mungai passes it out to Wyatt Smith. He's back inside. Swings back out to Jenga Mungai. Jenga Mungai tries to drive. Swings it back out again. And the three's up. And good for Blake Unruh. 11-10 Beavers take the lead back. 11-10. 2:20 to go here in the first quarter. Enough pass to Hero Levon. Here goes Hero Levon for the Warriors. Gets across half court. And we'll see if they can get done here. Hero Levon swings it in to Joseph Adair. Joseph Adair takes a tough shot. Can't get it to go. And it's going to be a rebound that time for Lucas New. And another three. Drained again for the Beavers for Blake Unruh. Timeout Warriors. 14-10. 6-0 run for the Beavers. 14-10, the Beavers lead. Near the end of the timeout, 14-10 Beaverton leads Aloha with the basketball, though, as it's going to be an end-line throw-in for the Warriors after the Beaverton three by Blake Unruh, as Blake Unruh has been on fire these last couple of drives, and a bunch of threes to give Beaverton back the lead. Here's 1:56 to go here in the first quarter. Here goes Jackson Ivey. Jackson Ivey throws it back in bounds to Jamarian Hurley for the Warriors. Under 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Here goes Jamarian Hurley. And Jamarian Hurley, there was somewhere to go. Trying to shed blade Jenga Mungai. Kind of does. Gets around. Joseph Adair looks for somewhere to go. Lost the ball. And a foul will be called. And it'll be calling Joseph Adair. It's going to go back to the Beavers. 1:34 to go in the first quarter.
Fourth team foul.
You go back in bounds with the Beavers. They lead by 4, 14-10. Swings it out to Lucas New. Back in to Drew Baker. Gets it out. And the basket to go for Blake Unruh. Blake Unruh's on fire. 8-0 run, all from Blake Unruh. 16-10, the Beavers extend their lead. Goes Hero Levon for the Warriors. Hero Levon Pass it out to Joseph Adair. Back out to Jamarian Hurley. Jamarian Hurley looking for somewhere to go. Finds Jackson Ivy on the pass. Jackson Ivy trying to get past Jenga Mungai. Has it swinging out back to Hero Levon. 5 on the shot clock for the Warriors. Hero Levon drives, swings it out, lost it, and turned over. Jenga Mungai takes the layup to go. 18-10. Timeout, Beaverton. 18-10. The Beavers on a 10-0 run. And it's 18-10 Beaverton here. With 40 seconds to go in the first quarter. Nearing the end of the timeout, 18-10, the Beavers lead the Warriors on a 10-0 run. 8 of those points coming from Blake Unruh, and that layup there by Jenga Mungai, making it 18-10. And it's going to be a throw in here for Jackson Ivy and the Warriors. And it's back in bounds with Jamarian Hurley here for Aloha. 35 seconds to go here in the first quarter. It's Mo Abubaker drawing the foul, and both teams out of fouls to give here with 32 seconds to go in the first quarter. Both teams will be shooting on any defensive foul. See what happens here. And Jackson Ivy will come to throw the ball out for the Warriors. And it's going to be back in bounds with Jamarian Hurley for the Warriors. Shot clock is off. See what they do here. Swings it out to Zach Lee. Zach Lee swings it out, but it's in trouble. Taken back by Drew Baker. Drew Baker gets it to go. Correction, Lucas New gets it to go. And here goes Jackson Ivy now. 20-10, 12-0 run for the Beavers. Aloha looks to put a stop here to that run of 10 seconds left, but there's a kick ball that'll be called. So it'll stay with the Warriors with 9.5 seconds to go in the first. You can see the JV2 player, Cale Turner, trying to scream to get on the channel. And it's going to be a 5-second violation on Aloha. So now Beaverton will get another chance to extend their lead here with 9.5 seconds to go in the first quarter. And it's going to be back in bounds with Wyatt Smith. Closing seconds from the first quarter. Wyatt Smith swings it out and takes a tough three. Can't get it to go. Rebound, Jamarian Hurley. Jamarian Hurley from half court. Almost rolled in. For a second, I thought that was in, and that would have been crazy. And that would have been one way to end a quarter. Instead, it'll be 20-10 at the end of the first quarter. Beaverton leads over the Warriors here in a Metro League matchup. Nearing the end of quarter intermission, 20-10, the Beavers lead over the Warriors after quarter number 1. Looks like it is Beaverton ball to start quarter number 2 here at Aloha. And we'll see what happens here. Trying to get going here. And it looks like, try to get down here, and it'll begin with Wyatt Smith and the Beavers for quarter number 2. Here we go. Here go the Beavers on their opening drive of quarter number 2. He gets it out to Kayempa. Kayempa lost the ball. It's out of bounds to the Warriors. And the Warriors going to stop on their first defensive drive of the quarter. And they'll get the ball back. Back in bounds to Jamarian Hurley and the Warriors. They trail by 10. for the Beaverton Beavers. It's going to be Jamarian Hurley. Jamarian Hurley trying to get a pass off, but Jackson Ivy there to save it, but misses the shot, gets his own rebound, swings it out to Jamarian Hurley again. Jamarian Hurley can't get it to go, and this time it's going to be rebounded by Kai Yimpa and the Beavers. Here we go. Tries to drive. Nowhere to go. Right into the hands of Jackson Ivy, and the foul will be called on Jenga Mangai, and it's going to stay at the Warriors with 7:15 to go here in the first half. And it's going to be Jackson Ivy to throw the inbound in for the Warriors. Here we go, back in bounds with the Beavers for Wyatt Smith to Jenga Mangai. Jenga Mangai will get fouled, and he'll head to the line for 2 shots for the Beavers with 7:11 to go here in the first half. Here goes Jenga Mangai.
Can we get a +1 gifted Dr. Pepper in the chat? There. Thank you. Thank you, bro. Bro, we're trying to give you the duck.
Here goes Jenga Mangai after he makes the first free throw. Second free throw's up, and this time it's no good. Rebound Mo Abu Baker for the Warriors. And here goes Wyatt Hooper for the Warriors. Wyatt Hooper swings it out to Jamarian Hurley. Jamarian Hurley back to Mo Abu Baker. Mo Abu Baker, Euro step, overshoots the layup. Rebounded by Kai Yimpa and the Beavers. Here we go. It's going to be Lucas New the pass to Wyatt Smith. Wyatt Smith back to Jenga Mangai. Here goes Jenga Mangai with the basketball for the Beavers. Swings it back to Wyatt Smith. And off pass to Jenga Mangai. Jenga Mangai gets it the pass off to Drew Baker. Drew Baker picks up the basket. And it's going to be the assist for the Beavers. Back in bounds with the Warriors. They trail 23-10, 6:15 to go here in the first half. It's going to be stolen again. Tough pass. Will Jenga Mangai dunk it? No, he won't. He'll just take the layup. And it's going to be 25-10 Beavers. And going to assume that was because the shot clock did not reset. Joseph Adair and Blake Unruh coming back into the game for the Beavers and the Warriors. So that was the issue. The shot clock did not reset after the Beaverton baskets. Now it is reset. Fresh 35 on the shot clock, but it goes straight back to the Beavers. As Wyatt Hooper lost the ball on that one. It's going to go back to the hands of Jenga Mangai for the Beavers. Swings it back to Blake Unruh. It's out to Wyatt Smith. And the layup to go for Drew Baker. 27-10. Beaverton leads. Here goes Jackson Ivy for the Warriors. It's going to be 5:32 to go here in the first half. Here goes Jackson Ivy. Jackson Ivy draws the foul. And it's going to see there. Foul called there by the Chili Bandit. And it'll be a sideline throw in for the Warriors. Here we go. Here we go. Zachary trying to throw the ball back in bounds for the Warriors. Able to get it back in bounds to Jackson Ivy. What a move there by Jackson Ivy to avoid the backcourt violation. So Warriors will keep their drive alive with 5.5 to go here in the first half. Here goes Joseph Adair for the Warriors. Joseph Adair. Trying to find somewhere to go. Gets it off to Jackson Ivy. Gets a double screen. And let's see what Jackson Ivy can do here. Approaching 10 on the shot clock for the Warriors. Jackson Ivy tries to drive all the way. Overshoots it. It's going to be a rebound for Lucas New and the Beavers. He swings it out. It's going to be a 3 from Dame range. No good that time for Blake Unruh. But the rebound for Jenga Mangai. And gets it in to Drew Baker. Drew Baker gets the layup to go for the Beavers. Timeout, Beaverton. 4:44 to go here in the first half. It's 29-10. Beavers lead over the Warriors here in a Metro League matchup.
30-second timeout.
Nearing the end of the timeout, 29-10. That's going to be led here by the Beavers. And it's going to be Wyatt Hooper to throw the ball back in bounds here for the Warriors. Here we go. Back in bounds with Jackson Ivy and the Warriors. 4:44 to go here in the first half. To Wyatt Hooper. Back to Jackson Ivy. Jackson Ivy looks for somewhere to go. Back out to Wyatt Hooper for the Warriors. Now finds Zach Lee. Zach Lee gets a screen from Mo Abubaker. Swings it to Jackson Ivy for the Warriors. And now back to Wyatt Hooper. Little circle here. Jackson Ivy now to Joseph Adair. Joseph Adair tries to get Mo Abubaker on the cut. Can't. Now they do get it to Mo Abubaker. Mo Abubaker takes a tough shot. No good. Zach Lee tries to save it, but it goes into the hands of Lucas New for the Beavers. Gives it back to Blake Unruh. Blake Unruh trying to swing it back out. And gets it out to Drew Baker. And Drew Baker gets the layup to go for Beaverton. Here we go. Goes Joseph there for the Warriors. Almost got trapped, but gets out of it just before it would have started. And it's going to be here, Joseph Adair. Tries to get the bounce pass to Mo Abubaker, but cannot get it off. And it's going to go back in the hands of Wyatt Smith now for the Beavers. Swings it back to Blake Unruh. To Drew Baker. Drew Baker. Another post up. Rolls in for the Beavers. Hit a 3:29 to go in the first half. And knocked out of bounds by Wyatt Smith. And it's going to stay with the Warriors here. As the Chili Bandit. We'll give it to Wyatt Hooper, but first we have a sub. It's going to be Spencer York. Well, I said the Beaverton fans loved him the first time they played. He was the fan favorite. And when he scored, the crowd went absolutely ballistic. Joseph Adair takes a deep two. Just to the right. Can't get it to go. And here goes Wyatt Smith with the ball for the Beavers. Gets it out to Spencer York. Spencer York swings it out. And gets it back inside to Drew Baker. Drew Baker lost the ball. Scooped up by Wyatt Hooper. Here goes Wyatt Hooper. Wyatt Hooper goes coast to coast, but can't get it. But Mo Abubaker the rebound and draws the foul. And Mo Abubaker will go to the line to shoot two for the Warriors. 50-50 to go here in the first quarter. Go. Here we go. Here goes Mo Abubaker to shoot two. First shot for Mo Abubaker is up and good. And that ends Beaverton's 25-0 scoring run. And that's also Aloha's first points of the quarter. Second shot's up. And good for Mo Abubaker. Makes 2 of 2. And well now, still no field goal this quarter for the Warriors. We'll see what happens here. Blake Unruh now with the ball for the Beavers. Gets it out to Spencer York. Spencer York through the pass, but it can't get it off. Goes back to Jackson Ivy for the Warriors. Jackson Ivy swings it out to Wyatt Hooper. Wyatt Hooper almost lost it, holds on to it. And Wyatt Hooper takes a tough shot. No good. Rebound Spencer York for the Beavers. Here we go. It's going to be out Spencer York. Spencer York gives it out back to Blake Unruh. And quick passing back to Blake Unruh. And then the three for Wyatt Smith is no good. Rebound Zach Lee for the Warriors with 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. First half. Here goes Jackson Ivy for the Warriors. Here goes Jackson Ivy. Back out to Wyatt Hooper for the Warriors. Mo Abubaker's shot is blocked by Drew Baker. And Spencer York throws off the assist to Wyatt Smith. 35-12. Here we go. 90 seconds to go here in the first half. Aloha gets the pass off to Wyatt Hooper. And a little miscommunication. And it'll go back to Beaverton here with exactly 90 seconds to go in the first half. Here at Aloha. Here we go. Back in bounds with the Beavers. Here we go. It's going to be Joseph Adair able to draw the offensive. The minute 12 to go here in the first half. And it's going to go back to the Beavers with 1 minute and 12 seconds in the first half. Here we go. Didn't like a little humidity cleaned up on the court. Here we go, back in bounds with the Beavers. And it's going to be Blake Unruh trying to get the shot to go, but can't get it. And a foul will be called on the Beavers. And they're out of fouls to give. And it's going to be a throw in here for the Warriors. Here we go. And a foul will be called. Or correction, a kick ball will be called. And it's going to stay with the Warriors here with under a minute to go in the first half. Back in bounds with Hero Levon. Gives it straight to Jackson Ivy. Back to Hero Levon. It's going to be Hero Levon out to Joseph Adair. Joseph Adair. Can't get it to go. Almost got his own rebound or try to tip it back in, but can't. Rebound by Beavers. Gives it to Lucas New. Goes to Lucas New to Blake Unruh. Blake Unruh. Swings it out. And essentially shot clock and game clock are the same, maybe about like a half-second difference. And see what happens. Or run that clock all the way down if they're able. Blake Unruh sheds Jackson Ivy. Blake Unruh takes the jumper. Drains the jumper for Blake Unruh. And that, how long it took to get that in, we'll see what happens. And that'll be in the first half, 37-12. Beavers lead by 25 at the end of the first half. And it's going to be on a 29-2 scoring run. Aloha not a single field goal the whole quarter. 37-12 at the end of the first half. All right, start of the second half here at Aloha. It'll begin with the Warriors this time for quarter number 3. And it's going to be with the Beavers on defense, Warriors on offense. Wide Hooper to throw it back in bounds. And tries to get into Jamarian Hurley, and he does. And here we go, half number 2 underway. Starts with Jamarian Hurley. Miscommunication, the pass goes right in the hands of Wyatt Smith. Wyatt Smith to Jenga Mungai, and the foul will be drawn. And Jenga Mungai will go to line and shoot 2 for the Beavers to open up quarter number 3. And Jenga Mungai to shoot 2 for Beaverton. First shot's up, and no good for Jenga Mungai, and the Beavers stays 37-12. And here goes the second shot for Jenga Mungai and the Beavers. Shot's up. This time it's good, and it's 38-12 Beaverton. Back of bounds with Wyatt Hooper and the Warriors. Gives off to Jackson Ivey. Here goes Jackson Ivey. And Jackson Ivey tries to get a screen from Joseph Adair. Almost lost it, recovers it, swings it out to Hero Levon. Hero Levon from Dame range. And no good. And it's going to go back to the Beavers with 7:30 to go here in the third quarter. Back in bounds with Blake Unruh in the Beavers. Under 7:30 to go here in the third. Go to Wyatt Smith. And a basket cut to go for Blake Unruh. Beavers extend the lead. Here goes Jamarian Hurley. It's going to be Joseph Adair. Joseph Adair gets the jumper to go for the Warriors. Here goes the Beavers. And it's going to be Blake Unruh. Gets it to go for the Beavers. Here we go, back in bounds with Jamarian Hurley. Here we go, Jamarian Hurley almost lost it, saved it, and gives it back to Hero Levon. Hero Levon tries to drive inside. Back out to Wyatt Hooper. Wyatt Hooper almost draws the N1, will head to the line for 2. And here we go, Wyatt Hooper to now shoot 2 for the Warriors. First shot's up, and no good for Wyatt Hooper and the Warriors. Score will stay the same. Here comes the second shot for Wyatt Hooper and the Warriors. This shot is up, and also no good. Rebound that time by Lucas New. And here go the Beavers. Yeah, it's me that 3 for Wyatt Smith. No good. Rebound by Lucas New. That's no good. And this time it's going to go in the hands of Jamarian Hurley. Here goes Jamarian Hurley. Gets it to go for the Warriors. And 42-16. Here we go. It's going to be the tough shot for Jenga Mungai. That's no good. Rebound, Joseph Adair. Here we go. Here goes Jackson Ivey. Jackson Ivey drives inside. And a foul will be called and draws the N1 for Jackson Ivey. And Jackson Ivey will go to the line to shoot 1 for the Warriors. Here, 5:52 to go in the third quarter. Here we go. Comes the N1 for Jackson Ivey and the Warriors. Here comes the shot. And 1 is up. And good for Jackson Ivey and the Warriors. Here we go. Here we go, the Beavers. 23-point lead for Beaverton. And the foul will be called on Hero Levon. And it's going to stay with the Beavers here with 5:39 to go here in the third quarter. Here we go. Back in bounds with Wyatt Smith and the Beavers. And a foul will be called. Then it'll be on Hero Levon. And still Beaver ball with 5:32 now in the third quarter. So we'll see the inbound here for Beaverton. Here we go, back in bounds with Wyatt Smith for Beaverton. Gets it out to Blake Unruh. Back inside. The drive for Blake Unruh. Back out to Wyatt Smith. Wyatt Smith swings it out. Jenga Mungai for three. That's good for Jenga Mungai. And it's 45-19. But if you're Aloha, that's honestly not too bad at all. Here goes Jackson Ivey for the Warriors. Jackson Ivey for three. That rolls out. But an offensive rebound for Jamarian Hurley. This was somewhere to go. How's to get it out? And throws it into traffic. And Jackson Ivey able to pick it back up for the Warriors to keep the drive alive for Aloha. Here goes Jackson Ivey. Jackson Ivey gets trapped. Swings out to Joseph Adair. Joseph Adair takes the mid-range jumper to the right. Can't get it to go. Taken back by the Beavers. With 4:40 to go here in the third. Gets it inside. Drew Baker will head to the line for two shots here with 4:30 to go in the third quarter.
Foul Warriors number 5, Jackson Ivey.
And two shots going up here for Drew Baker and the Beavers.
Only free advertising. We should get paid for this. We're doing all the hard work over here. Hey, can we give a shout out at least?
I said another shout out to Cale Turner because he's a chill guy. And his friend Bruno.
Yes.
Back in bounds of Jackson Ivey and the Warriors. Quick pass out to Hero Levon.
9, Patrick.
Here we go. Here goes Hero Levon. Almost lost it, recovers it. And thought Joseph Adair was going to cut. But a little miscommunication there. And it goes back to Beaverton with 4:19 to go in the third. Here we go. Back in bounds with Wyatt Smith and the Beavers.
Bro, if he only needs 40 watch hours, 3-4 hours.
And the pass is a go for the Beavers. 49-19. Exactly. Here we go. Here goes Jamarian Hurley for the Warriors. Under 4 minutes to go here in the third. Almost lost the ball. Recovers it. Gets it back out to Jackson Ivey. Here is Jamarian Hurley. Back out to Hero Levon. Hero Levon sheds Jenga Mungai, but the jumper is short. And taken back by Wyatt Smith. Here goes Wyatt Smith. Back out to Lucas New. Lucas New draws the foul. And we'll go to the line for two shots with 3:26 to go here in the third. And Lucas New now to shoot two for the Beavers.
You have to shout him out. Wait, send this to...
And first shot is up. And good for Lucas New and the Beavers. And it's going to be 50-19. 3:26 to go here in the third. Second shot is up. And also good for Lucas New. 51-19. Here we go. Here goes Jamarian Hurley at the ball for the Warriors. Jamarian Hurley out to Hero Levon. To Jackson Ivey. Back to White Hooper. Now back to Mo Abubaker. Here goes Jackson Ivey. Jackson Ivey draws the foul and almost got the another and one, but instead it'll at least be two free throws for the Warriors with 3:04 to go here in the third quarter. And Jackson Ivey to shoot two. Here we go. First shot's up, and good for Jackson Ivy and the Warriors.
Nine. Watch it. 9. Almost there.
Second shot's also good for Jackson Ivy and the Warriors. And here we go. Back in bounds with Wyatt Smith and the Beavers. 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter. And the pass out. Bit of trouble. Jenga Mangai, and the Beavers will swing it around. And the shot to go for the Beavers. No apologies on that one. Here goes Levon for the Warriors. 2.5 minutes to go here in the third. Levon lost it, but almost recovered, and it does recover it, and kept his feet up, so there's no travel. He also didn't slide all over the place. Mo Abubaker tries to get it, but lost it. Taken back by Lucas New. And the quick layup to go for Kai Yimpa. I said some notable players we've not seen in this game so far has been Ahmed Abelo and King Brazil. Both have not played in the game so far. And it's going to be Beaverton losing the ball there. And it's going to go back to the Warriors here with under 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Jackson Ivy throws the inbound back in bounds to Jamarian Hurley. Under 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Here goes Jamarian Hurley. Jamarian Hurley tries the ball. Jackson Ivy is able to get it to Jackson Ivy. And the and one drawn again for Jackson Ivy and the Warriors. With a minute 40 to go in the third. And it's going to be one shot coming up for Jackson Ivy and the Warriors with 1:40 to go. So final 100 seconds in the third quarter. Starts with a free throw with Jackson Ivy. Makes the free throw for Jackson Ivy. 55-24. Here you go. Minute 35. Three's up and no good. And it's be over the basket. And it's going to go back to the Warriors with 90 seconds to go here in the third quarter. So it's going to be Jackson Ivy getting the ball. And he will throw it inbounds to Jamarian Hurley. And here we go, final 90 seconds. And it's going to be out to Wyatt Hooper. Wyatt Hooper swings it out to Mo Abubaker. Mo Abubaker lost it and then almost got it back. But Lucas knew able to hold on to it. And thought about trying to dunk it, but couldn't get there in time for the dunk. And jump ball will be called. It's going to go to stays with the Beavers with 1:07 to go. So final 67 seconds here in the third quarter. And it's going to be Beavers throwing.
6-7.
See Cale Turner realizing how much time's left here in the third quarter. Here we go. Back in bounds with Drew Baker. Swings it out quickly to Kai Yimpa. And back out. The three is up. And no good for the Beavers. And a foul will be called. And it's going to go back to the Warriors, but it will be shooting. That was the 5th team foul. So Spears coming up. Two shots going up here for Zach Lee and the Warriors. First shot short for Zach Lee and the Warriors. Score stays the same. Here we go. Second shot's up. This time it's good for Zach Lee and the Warriors with 57 seconds to go. Back and bounce to Jenga Mangai and the Beavers. Here we go. Back out. And it's going to be swing inside to Blake Unruh. Blake Unruh swings it out. And the layup to go for Kayempa is no good. Kayempa tries it again. And this time he draws the foul. And we'll head to the line for 2 shots with 37 seconds to go in the third quarter. And it's going to be Kayempa to shoot 2 for the Beavers. First shot's up and good for Kayempa. 56-25. Second shot is up. And also good. 57-25. Here we go. Final 30 seconds here in the third quarter. Exactly gets it off to Mo Abubaker. Mo Abubaker, tough shot, can't get it to go. Rebound, Blake Unruh. Shot clock is off for the Beavers. Blake Unruh to slow it down, gives it off to Jenga Mangai. And Blake Unruh back to Jenga Mangai. Here goes Jenga Mangai. 10 seconds. To Kayempa. To the shot up and drained for Lucas New. And here Levon can't get it from half court. And it's going to be 59-25 at the end of the third quarter. And it's going to be running clock fourth quarter. Coming up next here at Aloha. End of quarter intermission, 59-25. The Beavers lead over the Warriors, and it's going to be Beaverton ball to start quarter number 4. Here we go. And it's going to be LJ Davis, the JV Swingham, coming into the game for the Beavers. And Prince Diane. And as well as I believe that is Abdi Ahmed as well. I said he's not listed on the roster, but I'm pretty sure that's him. And the shot no good for the Beavers, rebounded by Mohammed Abubaker. Goes back to Jackson Ivey, and that's how quarter number 4 will start. Here's Jackson Ivey to Hero Levon. Hero Levon, back to Wyatt Hooper. Here goes Wyatt Hooper. Jackson Ivey looking for somewhere to go. Finds Wyatt Hooper. And 2 shots going up for Wyatt Hooper and the Warriors with 7:10 and counting to go in the fourth quarter. Wyatt Hooper to shoot 2 now for the Warriors. First shot's up. And good for Wyatt Hooper and the Warriors. Second shot's up. And also good for Wyatt Hooper. Here we go. And travel will be called. And it's going to go back to the Warriors. And here we go. Back in bounds with Hero Levon and the Warriors. 6.5 minutes to go here in the game. It's back out to Jackson Ivey. Back to Mo Abubaker. And now hands off it to Wyatt Hooper. Wyatt Hooper swings it out to Jackson Ivy. Jackson Ivy for 3. That's no good. Rebound by the Beavers. And LJ Davis can't get it to go. And Prince Diane can get it to go. Rebound by the Warriors. Here we go. Here Levon. And here Levon. Swings out to Zach Lee. 13:15 the shot clock. Finds Mo Baker on a basket cut. Can't get it to go. And a foul will be called on Zach Lee with 5:50 and counting to go here in the fourth quarter. Probably about 5:20 or so. 5:35. By inbound. We have 5:30 to go now here in the fourth quarter. It's going to be LJ Davis having the jump ball called. And it's going to be going back to Aloha. And it's back in bounds with the Warriors. 5:10 to go here in the fourth quarter. Gives it off to Zach Lee. Here goes Zach Lee. Zach Lee drives inside. Gets a tough shot and gets it to go for Zach Lee. Here go the Beavers. Swings it out to LJ Davis. LJ Davis. And it'll be stolen by Wyatt Hooper. Here goes Wyatt Hooper. Thought about dunking it, but won't. And it's going to be timeout Beaverton, 59-31. And 4:38 to go here in the game. Here at Aloha. Loud whistle there by the Chili Bandit. Get the timeout going. 59-31, Beaverton leads. Here at end of the timeout, it's going to be Abdi Ahmed. Just throw the ball back in bounds here. 0-0 was... Not sure who that was then. Back in bounds with the Beavers. And gets it inside. Pass is tipped. And back in the hands for the Warriors. For Wyatt Hooper. Wyatt Hooper gets another one to go. 59-33. Here we go. Back in bounds with the Beavers. And there's somewhere to go here. Approaching the 4-minute mark in the fourth quarter. And finds Abdi Ahmed. And stolen again by Wyatt Hooper. Gets it straight to Jackson Ivy, but he lost it. Ball's on the ground. Scooped up. Here we go. And the layup to go. 61-33. The Warriors can actually keep it under 30 here for 2 straight games against Metro teams. That should be a huge accomplishment. Here, Levon, tough shot. Tries to draw the foul, can't get one. Taken back by Prince Diane. Prince Diane gets it to go. 63-33. 63-33. 3.5 minutes to go here in the game. Here's Jackson Ivy. Jackson Ivy. Finds Zach Lee. Some roast to go. Back to Hero Levon. Here goes Hero Levon. There was somewhere to go. Finds Mo Abu Baker. Swings to Jackson Ivy. Jackson Ivy for 3. That's good for Jackson Ivy. 36-63. Here we go. And it's going to be trying to drive out to Prince Diane. Back to Abdi Ahmed. Abdi Ahmed swings it inside for the layup, but he misses the layup. And we'll swing it back out to Abdi Ahmed. Swings it back out to Prince Diane. Prince Diane for 3. That's no good. Rebound by Zach Lee. You have 2.5 minutes to go here in the third. White Hooper almost losing the ball, able to hold on to it. Needs to find a pass. Gets off to Hero Levon for the Warriors. Hero Levon swings out to Zach Lee. Zach Lee trying to drive inside. Gets stopped by Abdi Ahmed. And it's going to be Jackson Ivey losing the ball. And scooped up by the Beavers with 2:15 to go in the game. And it's going to be layup to go for Kai Yimpa. Here, 2 minutes to go in the game, 36-65. And jump ball will be called. And goes back to Beaverton with 2 minutes to go here in the game. Clock is now stopped because it's within 30. And here we go. Back in bounds with the Beavers. They lead by 29. Here we go. Kayempa hands it off. Well, fakes the handoff, correction, to Prince Diane. Prince Diane to Abdi Ahmed. Abdi Ahmed. Just wanted to go. Gets it back to Prince Diane. Prince Diane tries to drive and passes and be tipped. But Abdi gets it back. Abdi lost the ball. Taken back by Zach Lee for the Warriors. And a foul will be called on Beaverton here at the minute 20 to go. And here comes Antoine Figuera for the Warriors. So still awaiting Micah Huraparty's. Huraparty. See when he will have his varsity debut soon. Very good chance here this Friday against Southridge, but we will see. But here goes Jackson Ivey for the Warriors to Zach Lee. Zach Lee swings it out to John Paulo Seacat. And then Oshball lost it. Antoine couldn't save it in time. And it's going to be out of bounds to the Beavers. And depending on when the ball gets inbounded, they may just hold the clock out here. They get inbounds with about 36 seconds left, so it'll be about 1 second. So they'll probably run it one more time. But it's a turnover by the Beavers. And it's going to be Aloha basketball here with 20 seconds to go. Or 25 seconds to go. See if they can get one more basket to try to trim the deficit down a little bit. At least end on a high note. Jackson Ivey drives all the way to the basket, but a foul will be called. And 2 shots going up for Jackson Ivey. With about 10 seconds left. See when the clock will stop. We'll stop with 9 seconds left. Here we go. First shot for Jackson Ivey is up and good. 65-37. Here we go. Second shot is up. Also good. I believe Jackson Ivey has not missed a single free throw all game. And Beaverton can just hold it in the backcourt. And they'll just pass it in the front court. Just get it there. And that's how it'll end. It's 65-38 final score. But not too bad of a game for Aloha. Keeps it under 32 games in a row against 2 tough Metro teams. Not bad for the Warriors. 65-38 the final. Aloha's next game will be against one of the best teams, the hottest teams in the state, Southridge. Until next time, goodbye.